our casting process was just pretty much, because we come from a dance background and we have a lot of dancer friends, and we pretty much called up both of our dance agencies and sent out mass emails to all their dancers and asked whoever wants to be part of this film. And we got a bunch of responses. We pretty much took everybody we could. As you could see, there was a lot of dancers in that film. And so that was the casting for the dances, and like some of our close friends we gave the lines to, like they picked up the phone, and that stood out a little bit more. And then you know, I'm a big fan of Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire, and like I've always dreamt of like one day doing a musical where I'm actually dancing and like singing in it, and I was just like, why not do this one? Why not just play this one? So yeah, so I casted myself for that, selfishly. But and then we had one role that we wrote, and I didn't know who would play it, and my wife automatically said Danny DeVito, and I was like, really? And so, I mean, she just like sold in my head, and I couldn't get him out of my head, and we just projected it out there, and it took us like 6 months to get him, because none of his managers would like send it to him, because we shot the whole first part of it first, and then we were gonna edit it all together with the music, and storyboard his scene with voiceover, and send it to him as a pitch. And his managers, like they wouldn't even pick up the call or like send it off to him, at Hollywood. And then I didn't think about it, but one of our executive producers, Benjamin Millipede, is married to Natalie Portman, and he was like,
the light bulb went off.
Yeah, exactly. So he was like, yeah, so he sent it right over, and the moment Danny saw it, was like, yeah, I'll do it. It was like just like that, and then he just showed up, and he was just, he was such an incredible, he's like this big, but he's like, fills the whole room, and like, whenever he walks in, like, everybody's just like, oh, whoa, and he's like, hey, yeah, he just comes in.
When he came in, he was like super pumped to see dancing, and we were doing that at the beginning of the scene, you know, when the dancers come in, and crowds are like, yay, but it was just literally that. It was the dancers coming in going, yay, and then he was like, all right, let me see some dancing, and he sits down, and we do that, and he was like, that's it? I was like, yeah, homie, we shot the whole other scene and you saw. Anyway, that wasn't the question.